And that's going to bring up second down. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense.
Now Allen again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 30.
Get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And open downfield, it's Johnson. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards for the touchdown. And hold on to that football, young man. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The defense has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle.
They do here. This is 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's down the field and intercepted.
Really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but
he's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He finds Johnson across the field. That pickup good for 29 yards. The motion man is Johnson. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And
he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Shakes him. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. It's picked up by the defense. Hits the 20. And they finish the return to the end zone. Touchdown.
2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pit. They draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing again. It's Goff. Trying for the deep ball. Defender's there. It's intercepted.
Oh, coach is just
incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now Daniels off the play action. And the defender comes away with it. And they bring him down after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And he adds some yards. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now, Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again. The 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. Throwing now, Daniels. And oh, he got it. Interception. 2. 2nd and 3 now. One final shot here. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted.
It's week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Zach Wilson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's going to be a good one, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Steps away to his left. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing here, Purdy.
You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Niners offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. We take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving touchdowns by running backs, and you'll notice his name sits atop the list entering the final weekend.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Jauan Jennings. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
Had the
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Right back to him on first down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. On the carry, this is Myles Gaskin. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Purdy.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Purdy.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you can see he leads the league in rushing as he enters this final week, so we'll see how involved they want him to be here in this regular season finale. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Now Wilson wants a different look.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and that is incomplete. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And some room to roam now.
Still going inside the 20.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 7-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And running with power here. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Purdy looking to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Purdy.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
Able to get away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
That's complete to the rookie from Michigan.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They find some open field here.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Running on first down with Gaskin.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Being chased out left.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That ball caught. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gaskin will try it up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. In motion right is the running back. Out to the flat. It's complete to his running back. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Purdy. That is caught, and he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Now Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy now to throw.
Able to shake him off. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run here with Gaskin. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return?
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the 49ers get a bit closer. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Forced out to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Wilson.
On target to his man, Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man Johnson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gaskin. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Up the middle, Gaskin.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Purdy looking to throw.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy will look to throw again here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up, so hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Purdy, big 4th down play. This ball is caught. He's got Debo.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun.
Completes it to Jennings. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Purdy.
Down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Now Purdy.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Complete to Likely.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good at